Good afternoon. I'm Chris, and this is Fiercely Independent. I want to talk today about Social Security. It's been in the news a little bit, not getting the headlines it deserves, but it's one of these things that caught my eye about having to raise the minimum retirement age. And you got to ask yourself, who's driving this? What's the reason for this? And I think it's not really the politicians per se. I think it's coming from Wall Street. And if you think about it, it makes a lot of sense. Social Security is a $2.6 trillion fund. That's a lot of money. Who would love to have their hands on that? Wall Street, right? So when you think about it, Social Security has a lot of money available. There's a lot of driving consequences behind this when you think of what should happen should Wall Street take it over in the argument for privatization. Well, the risk is we could end up like 2008. Wall Street makes very risky investments, and the people who lose are you and me, the people who put money into Social Security in the first place. Who gets bailed out? Wall Street, right? Too big to fail. We can't risk that with our Social Security fund. This is a guarantee, not some sort of gamble. Now, the argument you're going to hear time and time again, and you're going to hear more and more of it, I guarantee it, is this concept of, well, Social Security is running out of money. It is no longer profitable. You know what else isn't profitable? U.S. military. Military doesn't make a dime. Unless our military becomes pirates overnight, they don't make any money. But yet we can find money for them, no problem at all. In fact, the 2027 fiscal budget ask is $1.5 trillion. Not quite as much as Social Security, but it's getting up there. That's a lot of money, and yet I'm pretty sure it's going to pass. We have no trouble finding money for the military. We have no trouble finding, I don't know, $240 billion for ICE or another $70 billion just last week or so. We have no trouble having money used in our government for whatever purpose we want to use it for. We should have no trouble at all finding money to keep Social Security solvent and running the way it's intended to run. Social Security isn't a program designed to make you rich. Social Security is a program to keep you from being poor. That's really important. So I want to bring this up. Keep your eye on this story because you're going to hear more and more about this false dilemma that if Social Security doesn't make its number, so to speak, if it's not profitable, then it's got to be privatized. That is a false dilemma, and we got to expose it for what it is. So with that, I hope you have a great day. Stay fierce, stay independent. Talk to you soon.